Alright guys, welcome back. It is another beautiful June morning. It is almost about 8:30 in the morning. $115,881 in the bank account currently, and we're going to get better at opening these gates like we have been practicing this whole time. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get our cattle fed this morning, and I'm going to look over and our corn looks like it's doing pretty well, and the cows are, well, they are getting bigger, which is kind of weird. I mean, it's expected that they're getting bigger because they got calves inside of them now. I made sure of that. I got them all preg checked, took them to the vet, and we got them all preg checked, and we are having a 100% success rate on getting calves. Well, it's not a success rate; it's 100% of our cattle are all bred. So we are going to be expecting calves within like the next 6 to 7 months. But now that we got the cattle fed, we're going to get outside of the pen here real quick. We're going to get the gate all shut up. That way we can continue up on our day. Let's just run over here. Perfect. It's like it's a natural now. So let's take a look over here at our oat field right now. So we get a lot of weeds going on over here, and as well as our cornfield, we got weeds over here as well. They're not as like pronounced as they are in the oat field, and all the other fields they do have a lot of weeds in them as well. And I still haven't even got lime spread at all either. I was waiting on the co-op to bring a trailer, so I got a Killsbro trailer over there, which is that orange one currently sitting with the auger that's next to it. And it took a couple weeks for them to actually be able to bring me some lime. So I finally got some lime delivered, and then still haven't gotten around to actually getting lime spread in my fields. So I'm going to take the 7120 over here to our shop, and I'm going to get the duals removed real quick. And then once I get that done, I'm going to get hooked up to our Wilmar spreader, and then we're going to get some lime spread today. And then I need to get a hold of the co-op. I do need to get a hold of the co-op, and I do need to actually have them come out. I think I'm going to have them bring me a sprayer, and I think I'm going to start spraying my fields as well, but we'll see what happens. All right, so we got lime going inside of our Wilmar, and we got the Alice isn't fired up, but somehow we do have lime going into our auger, and looks like it's spinning, so that's kind of interesting. But we're just about ready to
Well, spill a lot of this on the ground if that was the.
fact, or if that was the case for this thing, kind of just like spilling over like that. But man, this is an ugly setup. Like tractors without duals just do not look good. I don't even have front weights on here, so this thing just looks bare. Now that we got ourselves all filled up, we're gonna head into this field, and I'm gonna start working on the outside perimeters of it, getting some lime spread. And I just got off the phone with the co-op, and they were saying that later on today. So right now that they have a sprayer that will be available later on. Right now they're going through and they're getting a field done for actually one of my neighbors. So my neighbor Jim, as you guys have all got to know him since he's helped us out with some harvest, is currently getting one of his fields sprayed right now. So once he gets his fields all done, they're going to come over and they're going to deliver that sprayer. And I think that they might actually have a truck for me to borrow. If not, I can always go through and I can rent one from the or not the co-op, from one of my buddies down the road. I know they have one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to the end of this row. I'm almost out of lime. I got 7% left, and I mean we are getting a lot done in this field though so far. We are almost to the halfway point, and I like to call the halfway point where our combine is currently sitting because that's just the greatest yard ornament ever. All right, we were so close. We were probably about 200 feet away from the end, so I got to go fill up real quick. So the last little bit that we had in the trailer ended up filling up our lime spreader, so that was good. And I think we should have just enough that should get this field done. And then I'm going to have to take it over to the co-op and then refill our trailer up again so that way we could finish out the rest of the fields. So it shouldn't be taking too long. I know we got a decent amount of work to do, but there's nothing really else going on. It's just kind of one of those laid back June days where, I just kind of want to get out, enjoy the day. The weather is beautiful, the sun's shining, and I think the fish are actually biting. My buddy Jerry was hitting me up the other day saying that we should go fishing one of these days, but obviously I got a lot of work that I got to do for the farm. So, the farm comes first and then the fun times come later. All right, so this should be the last little bit for this field, and then we're going to have to get ourselves over to the fuel tank because I'm about a quarter tank of fuel, and we're going to get ourselves taken to the co-op, and we're going to get some more lime in our trailer so we can finish out this last cornfield over here. Alright, so I had a little bit of lime left over, so we went through and got that put into our oat field over here. And, well, I'm going to go into town, and I got to run to the co-op, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get them that paycheck for all this lime. And I do need to get a little bit more, so I'm probably going to order about one more cart full from them. And then I'm going to probably go by this afternoon, because there's still a little bit left in the trailer, or in the cart that I have, so I got to get that taken care of. But then once we get back, we should get the rest of these fields taken care of, and then we get to move on to getting some spraying done in our fields. And if you guys like content like this and you want to see more like this, please be sure to smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, as we are on our road to 10,000 public subscribers by the end of this year. So if you guys can help me out by getting there, I would really appreciate that. Alright, so just getting back from the co-op, we're just rounding the turn, getting ready to head back to the farm here real quick. And any minute now, I think that our money should be coming out. So I wrote them a check for about $5,500. And they should also be delivering another cart or wagon full of lime to the farm. But I also got some big news. Get the truck shut off here real quick. So I was digging through my center console here, trying to find a pen so I could sign this check that I had. And I found this map. And I don't know what it goes to, but I have a feeling that this leads to Grandpa's hidden farm that he had somewhere. So I'm going to go ask some questions. I think actually what I might do is I'm going to head over to the neighbor's house, which is just down the road over here. And he's been living here for 50 years, I think is what he was telling me, that he's been down in this area. And I'm going to go ask him and see exactly if he knows where this location is, or what region or area or wherever we might possibly find where I can see where this map's going to take us. I'm pretty excited, and I hope it actually takes us to Grandpa's farm. Wouldn't it be really cool if Grandpa's farm had, like, well, I guess this hidden farm, I don't even know what's going to be there, but wouldn't it be cool if there was like a new combine sprayer setup? Like if I had like some big time operating equipment. Like I know the last find I had, or the farm that I inherited, that everybody knew about for some reason except for me. That one had some pretty good equipment on it. But honestly, wouldn't it be crazy if like there was a brand new combine sitting in there, or something like something fancy that I could use? We're just getting rolled up here to the neighbor's house. I'm going to go inside, and I'm going to ask him some questions. We just got done talking with the neighbor, and he sent me on his way. He said that if I come up to this T intersection down at the end of the road, and I should be able to hang a left here. Let's see. No, this is Grandpa's farm location now. He said it's actually pretty close to where the farm is that I inherited. So I'm quite surprised that I wasn't actually able to find it in the process of me going through planting and all that fancy stuff, and just like looking around. I didn't see anything back there. So I guess I don't know. This is the turn right here going up to the farm that we inherited, and he said it should be about another mile to a 3/4 of a mile down here somewhere in the trees. So let's keep driving just a little bit, and I guess we'll see what we can find up here. I'm not really sure. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Okay, if I was trying to like hide something and keep it hidden from somebody, I think this is kind of how I would do it, honestly. Let's see if this is the right place to go. And this is going to take us like way back here in the bush. Careful not to scratch the paint on my nice pickup here. Okay, so we're winding around. There's a creek right here. Let's be careful going over this. Holy crap, this is back here a ways. We're like a 1/4 mile in already, and we're still going back here. All right, I see the edges of the tree lines, and I think I see something that kind of looks like a building up here. Oh my goodness, I'm getting excited to see this. All right, so this appears to be the place, actually. So we got a little shed here. And I think if we kind of go through all these bushes here, yeah, this is definitely this is Grandpa's old moonshine still here. You can tell by how old it is, just based on the delivery pizza that's still sitting here, and the Budweiser from God knows how long ago. I mean, at least most of the stuff's got to be sitting here for at least 40, 50 years, most likely. It does have a what is this? A John Deere 4-wheeler? I wonder if this thing still runs. Surprisingly, it does. That's kind of cool. I use this shovel. And then on the other side of these bales, I did see some, looked like a tractor and a truck over here. I'm going to go check this out real quick, too. Okay, so right now we have a, oh my goodness. Is this a 69 Dodge Charger? Holy crap. See, this must have been what Grandpa was running around in his moonshining around the county trying to get it all sold. Holy crap. Looks like it's in pretty rough shape. I don't know if I want to try to get this thing to run today. This thing is... I gotta see if I can get this thing restored someday. This looks really nice. What other stuff do we got here? So we have an old grain truck. Okay. Looks pretty rough too. Looks like all this stuff's been sitting for a while. This thing's fairly new though. This is what, a 7810 four-wheel drive with a bucket on it. For some reason the grapples are stabbed right through the wall. That's interesting. We got ourselves a Vermeer. Bale shredder or bale processor. Got feed bunks going along the inside of it here. Got water down there. I mean, we should be able to fit, I mean, probably like 20, 30 head in here pretty easily. Get them all fed. And then I'll have to check to make sure, but I'm pretty sure this like wide open grass field down here is also part of Grandpa's farm as well. So if it does come down to it, we could get bales out of there. So, I mean, that's also more hay that we can get for all of our cattle. But I ended up getting the call from the co-op, and I think they are going to have the sprayer start coming out. And I need to really go through and I need to get my grass all cut. I'm really behind on all that. But the co-op called, they said that the sprayer's on the way, so I'm going to get heading over there, and I'm going to pick up my truck, get some herbicide in the tank, and we're going to get heading back to the field and start spraying. I really do think that the co-op needs to like start upgrading their equipment, because they like gave me like a Ford F600 from like the 1980s. Let's get ourselves pulled up over here to the sprayer. So I think this is a 4710. Oh, that is the ditch. I probably should not go too deep in the ditch. All right, let's see if I kind of remember how to run one of these. The boom's kind of in a bad spot. I got to crawl up underneath of it. And now that we're all filled up, we can go through and get all these weeds sprayed out of the field. So something cool about this sprayer, and they were telling me about it as soon as I went up there and started getting all my herbicide loaded up in that truck that they let me use. They said that the sprayer's got a See and Spray on it, so it doesn't waste herbicide where it doesn't need to be sprayed. So it goes through and kind of spots the weeds, and it's going to spray only where the weeds are, and it's not going to spray like the rest of the field, which I think is kind of cool. So it kind of saves me some money in the long run, so that way I don't have to go through and buy extra herbicide. If we come up here on these like weeds over here, just take a look. It just sprays only the weeds. That's pretty cool. I really do think that we did luck out with getting our inheritance from Grandpa. I mean, he did kind of leave behind quite a lot. I'm surprised it all went to me, which, I mean, it didn't make any sense because I didn't even know the guy. But, I mean, I guess I can't thank him enough. So he left behind some pretty good equipment. So we got an 8230. We got a nice truck. We got a good shed. We got some storage area for a lot of our equipment. We got a new planter, grain carts. And then we also got the other site that has a cattle shed and some other equipment, the 7810. And then we also got another grain truck, which I probably won't keep that around for too long. I might just fix it up, try to get it sold. But I mean, we'll keep it around just for the aesthetic look of it. I mean, I think it kind of looks cool, and I might be able to actually use it for something if I can, like, transport feed with it or something. And then, of course, I got to get that 69 Dodge Charger restored. It would be completely wrong of me if I didn't go through and actually try to get that thing fixed up. But for now, guys, we're going to go through, finish spraying out these fields. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Subscribe.